Breaking news. An All Progressive Congress APC chieftain, Baffa Babadan, who is also a prominent ally of President Bola Tinubu and the former governor Abdullahi Ganduje, has been identified as the APC chieftain who allegedly led a group of thugs to disrupt the #EndBadGovernance peaceful protest in the state on Thursday. It was reported that this APC chieftain, who also took photographs with Ganduje and the 2023 governorship candidate Dr. Nasiru, was seen vandalizing government property and attempting to lead violent thugs into the government house in Kano State. Some hoodlums had on Thursday hijacked the initially peaceful #EndBadGovernance protest in the state. They broke into several shops and looted food items. These hoodlums also vandalized and looted valuables at the government establishments, including a court record office in Adu Bako Secretariat Complex at the State Road. Meanwhile, concerned citizens in Kano accused this APC chieftain of being behind the looting. It was said that he was the director in charge of Tinubu's support group in Northwest and a former State House of Assembly member. He was also, along with his elder brother Aminu Bada, had arrested in 2007 in relation to the death of one late Hajiya Saditu Rimi, the wife of the first civilian governor of Kano State, late Alhaji Abubakar Rimi. The duo were later discharged by the court, but the murder case of the late Sadatu Rimi remained inconclusive till date, as two of her brothers, Sambo and Bamango, had resigned to fate in securing justice for their sister. The protesters had gathered to voice their grievances against the government, but the demonstration took a violent turn when Dan Agudi, a public servant, allegedly arrived with a group of hoodlums. Witnesses claim that the protesters' peaceful assembly was disrupted and interrupted by the group, leading to chaos and violence. The concerned citizens had also criticized the Kano Commissioner of Police, accusing him of granting Dan Agudi permission to lead the protesters, despite being aware that the demonstration was directed against the federal government. The decision has raised questions about the impartiality and judgment of the police in handling these public demonstrations. Earlier, Dan Agudi was quoted as saying that he was leading the protest to the palace of the Emir Aminu Bayero to lodge a complaint which they hoped would be forwarded to President Tinubu, where he reportedly assured the crowd that the protest would proceed regardless of the weather, emphasizing their determination to make their voices heard. Eyewitnesses had reported seeing Dan Agudi among the protesters surrounded by the alleged hoodlums who disrupted the peaceful protest. The incident has sparked widespread condemnation from concerned citizens who argued that the actions of Dan and his group, his cohorts, undermine the right of protesters to express their options peacefully. As the situation develops, the public is calling for a thorough investigation into the events that transpired and for those responsible for the violence to be held accountable. Baffa Bada, who was recently appointed as the CEO of the federal agency, National Productivity Center, was cited in a viral video making utterances and his plans to create chaos in Kano. Now, the Kano concerned citizens, through their spokesman, Comrade Aliyu Bala, had called on the Amnesty International, another human rights organization, to file for the prosecution of Baffa and, to charge him for culpable homicide. So, guys, this is unfortunate, and it's also worrisome that top government officials are seen creating violence, causing violence in the state. And it's not as if this person started today. He has been doing it for a very long time, and he's well known in Kano. He is well known in Kano for these his destructive acts. But you see, in a place whereby impartiality is the order of the day, the police will see all these things and then they will turn a blind eye to it, right? They will see these things and turn a blind eye to it. They won't do anything. They won't call those guys for questioning. They won't investigate further. And at the end of the day, innocent people are being left to face harassment, intimidations from APC gangs. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Because at this point, I don't know. It seems that this APC set of chieftains are out to cause mischief and to perpetrate violence in the society. So it's obvious that a lot of people who were harassed in this process knew him very well, that he is well known for these acts. Him, alongside his thugs, his gangs, have been going around perpetrating this, intimidating some persons. They are ganging up against protesters in a bid to stop them from protesting. So it was said that this APC chieftain in Kano allegedly led thugs to loot a property, in Kano State. And he said that this person that to lead thugs to loot property identified as Bafa, who is also said to be one of Tinubu's and Ganduje's allies. So, my country people, this is interesting. It was reported that this person also took photographs with Ganduje, and the 2023 governorship candidate Dr. Nasiru Gawuna was seen vandalizing government property in an attempt to lead violent thugs into the government house in Kano State. And I must say, this should be a politically motivated action by this person to cause one or two crises in the state in order to fuel the tensions, the growing tensions in the state. Now let's take reactions from Nigerians. I have seen the faces that started the protest when things get out of hand this afternoon. I saw something must have gone wrong. I saw a video of this man assembling people for protest in Kano. I knew he did not mean well and he was acting politically and some big wigs. Very unfortunate that someone will inflict such a pain on his state because of political differences. Now, he was purposefully sent to Kano for that assignment. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? They need to conduct thorough investigation into this allegation. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.